I'm hanging out tonight with another Niagara musician woman, lady, because it's Lady Musician Night on Rock Talk with Rick. Hanging out with Ashlee Standish from My Son the Hurricane.
Woo!
Right? So let's talk about that. Ashley, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
How you doing?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Right on. It's all right. Welcome to Rock Talk with Rick into the Sweatbox.
Woohoo!
Hey, I tell people all the time, old school lighting.
I like it.
So what's happening with you?
My band and I, we just released a new album a couple weeks ago. Very excited. Yeah, it was a labor of love. We've been playing a lot of the songs live for the last year or two, and we went into Jakazo Studios.
Where's that?
It's in Caledonia.
Caledonia, okay.
And we recorded there with Darren and Jill. They're incredible engineers, and we released the album a couple weeks ago. So
yeah.
I've been a busy bee selling a lot of vinyl.
And it is on vinyl, eh?
Yeah, vinyl.
How many songs?
I think there's 11 songs.
11 songs on the album.
Yep.
What's the name of the album?
It's called Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow.
Yesterday. And what's the meaning of that? Is there a meaning to that?
I think it's everyone's interpretation is different. To me, I think it represents being present and just time in general and just making the best that you have with the time you have.
Every day.
Yeah.
Because tomorrow is not guaranteed, people.
That's right.
Nothing's guaranteed, so live for today, not for tomorrow, right? Basically, that's a great saying. And I know you guys, great band. Have you all seen My Son Hurricane? Anybody here? Great band. There you go. See?
Thanks.
I know you guys, we were talking, you guys played Europe last year.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was incredible. It was my first time in Europe. The band had played in Sweden before, but we went back, and kind of interesting. A lot of the European tour occurred because the year prior we had a viral video on TikTok from a performance we did at a festival in Edmonton.
So it went crazy.
It went crazy, and then we had a big demand to come to the UK. And so we did, and we did 10 shows there, or sorry, 7. But we also played France and Lithuania, Scotland.
And you've never been there before,
Belgium.
so that must have been...
It was incredible. Imagine,
what can you say?
Well, imagine how you've never been there, and jet lag, and just the stress of like having the proper work permits to go, and like worrying about your gear.
Yeah.
Like we rented gear there. Obviously, we're not flying with a drum kit and stuff. But like I had my synth on me as my carry-on, so I was like, that anxiety of like, is this going to fit on the plane? And stuff like that. But it all worked out. It was great. We didn't lose anything. Nobody got lost.
Because there's a lot of people in the band.
Yeah, when we did that trip, there was 9 of us that went.
Okay.
And no, it was perfect. We had an amazing time, and everyone was so hospitable. And they really love the arts over there in a way that's different. The crowds were fantastic.
It went right in.
And even in, like, for example, in France, we played this one festival, and most of it was French, like, obviously, but I mean, like, not a lick of English. And then we go up, and we're just like, you don't know if they understand what you're doing, but it doesn't matter because our show is so exciting,
music
our stage
is
show.
Universal.
Yeah.
Music, even if they don't understand the words, they understand the beat.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
They,
and the energy
so what you guys are doing on stage, they probably just they probably couldn't understand a word you were saying.
And they're just dancing away.
This is cool as hell, right? Jumping up and down and having a great time.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So the European tour went great. So what's happening right now with My Son Hurricane?
We're hitting the road. We just did a small Midwest U.S. tour. That went fine. And anyways, we're going to Ottawa this weekend, and then after that, we're going to be doing a lot of shows across Canada, East Coast, West Coast, and then going back down into California and Nevada this year.
You can't beat that, right?
Yeah, I love Cali. I love going there.
You love playing down there?
I love California.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's such a vibe there. Like for musicians, just any part of there,
Yeah.
it's just incredible.
And how do they're receptive to it too? They could probably
The thing
they've
is,
seen it all.
yeah, they've seen it all, and that's a lot with like a lot of different parts of America. But it doesn't matter. It's you still find that sense of community, and no matter what place you go, if you go to a show, there's always someone there that just loves going to shows.
Yeah.
Irregardless if they've seen you before or not, so you can always connect with the audience.
That's great. Now, what's happening in your personal career? Because I know you're a musician when
Yeah.
you're not doing My Son the Hurricane, you're doing other stuff.
Yeah.
What are you doing there?
Actually, I occasionally will play some solo stuff. I've been running an open mic at a place called Local in Niagara Falls.
Yeah, we know where it is.
Yeah, every other Thursday. I have one this Thursday. So I bring out my keys, guitar, and we have a bass rig. And the intention is just to bring out musicians who maybe want an opportunity to play on a stage. I've had some youngins come in and play because it's not too late. It's 8 to 10, So some teenagers will come out with their parents, and that was neat. But then we have some, old timers that have been playing for years that want to go up and play, and so that's been cool. So I've been doing that, and then tomorrow I'm doing a kind of a one-off thing. I'm opening for Brian Byrne of I Mother Earth.
Oh,
Yeah, he's playing a show in Niagara Falls.
really?
He's doing a tour with his wife
Where in Niagara Falls?
at Doc
Oh,
McGilligan's.
Doc McGilligan's. Okay.
Yeah, he's doing a duo right now with his wife called Two.
Okay.
And so I was asked a while back because I used to play solo, and I haven't done that, and I don't really pursue it as much now because I'm so busy with my main project.
Yeah.
But it is nice to be asked every now and
Well,
then. So
when you're probably home not doing My Son the Hurricane, you're probably just tired anyway.
Yeah,
You
I'm
need
just-
time to relax.
I'm just happy to be home with my kid
Yeah.
and my pets and my garden,
and relax.
pretty much.
And
Yep.
you probably,
Woo!
yeah, that's right. You probably don't need
My
to
friends,
Go. Yeah, you
my
probably
friends
don't-
always assume I'm away. I'll call them and they'll be like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "I've been home for 3 weeks. You can call me.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I
yeah.
am here, okay?"
Yeah, yeah. But we didn't want to tell you for at least 2 weeks that you were home. That really wouldn't bother me, so shit, right? I understand. You're busy. You're playing all the time, and when you get home off the road, because if you've been on the road, you understand it's not an easy life.
It's you know what? This thing happens where you wake up in some room and you don't know what day or even where you are. You're like, there are times where I woke up and I was like, am I in BC? And I was like in the middle of the States, but it didn't matter because the floor of the carpet in the hotel reminded me of somewhere else. So you just get really
Yeah,
scrambled.
And then
every
you wake
day.
up and realize, okay,
But-
I know where I am now.
Yep, exactly. Have a coffee, come to.
I get that. Yeah, because you guys are moving all the time.
Yeah.
See, are most of these shows just one night move,
Pretty much.
pretty much?
Yep,
eh?
sometimes we play festivals where we'll play like 2 times, so we'll be there for maybe a weekend.
Really,
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
really.
Yep. Different time periods or like set times during, you know what I mean? But yeah.
So, what's the big plans for the band or for yourself?
I think this year it's literally we just released the album, so it's just our PR is just starting and just kind of getting that out there, and then touring with the new material and just getting comfortable with it, and just I think the intention is to play more around the world. We've been offered to play Brazil and China and Dubai and
Yes.
these places, but I think it's all just about making it make sense, not having a crazy ass tour routing that's gonna cost $1 million. So it's just figuring it out. So
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah,
I think the intention is always
Cost
just
and
to
logistics and
go
everything
more,
else, yes.
play more, figure it out somehow.
But the bigger the machine, the bigger the budget.
Exactly.
That's you people.
And thank God we
understand
have
that?
a mastermind
You
helping
gotta
us with
understand
that.
The bigger the machine, the bigger the budget. That's just the way it is,
It's true.
right?
Yeah.
That's the way it rolls. Otherwise, you're just chinsing out, and then your fans are losing out on it too.
Yeah.
Right. 'Cause
People
they're
get
not-
upset when you don't go to their small town in the middle of the States. And you're like, we don't go to that many
Yeah,
places in the
sorry.
States. I'm sorry.
Oh,
we haven't been there yet.
Population is not.
We're always
enough.
like, one
Not
day,
enough.
hopefully we'll
Not
make it
enough.
one day, right?
Well, you can't play you could.
Yeah.
But you
There's
can't
not
play
enough
everywhere
time.
at once on one tour. You custom pick where you're going to go, and it works for you. Because you're trying to save money going from city to city, the best way, the cheapest possible way you can.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially
So,
when you're moving that kind of people
yeah,
all at
definitely.
once. Because you said at times you guys got 15 people.
No,
in
not
there?
15.
No, how's that?
13.
13.
Yeah.
Well,
we have a lot
so
of horn
I was
players.
Off by 2.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
still, 13 people in one band.
Yep, that's right. I know. 5 rhythms, 7 horns.
What do you travel with
vocalist.
usually? Is it a bus? Or
No, we have 2 kind of vans that we travel with and a trailer for
with
our gear.
seats?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, they fit like
Very
7
close,
in that. Yeah.
Close.
Yep. We have 2
riding
vehicles
situation
generally.
for everybody.
It is. Yep. But you know what? We're used to it. A lot of people just sleep. You know what I mean?
And how's the album going?
Oh, amazing.
And is this on digital too?
Yep. It's
So
on
Spotify,
every
all
streaming
the
service.
platforms.
Yeah.
Plus, you have hard copies.
Yeah, we have vinyl.
How much for a hard copy?
They're $35.
$35 for.
Yeah, so if anyone in the region is interested, I can always porch drop it to you. You can just
Tell them where they could.
you can go on my Instagram at Ashlee Standish Music, whatever on Instagram, or on Facebook, or you can also message the My Son the
You're
Hurricane
easy
page.
to find on,
Yep.
on social media.
Just
You're
go on
there.
My Son the Hurricane
Yeah, just
message. It'll come to me.
Go
so.
there, you'll find her. That's all you have to do, right? Anything else you want to say to these people while I got you here?
Oh,
You
not
wanna
really.
say
Just
shout
want
out
to
to
say hi
anybody?
to Roddy.
Oh yeah, your son's in the audience.
Yeah.
today?
It's always a joy when my boy can be with me, so that's
good.
nice.
Yes.
And just hi to friends and everyone who's watching this, and thanks for supporting local music, and not just local, but like music in general. And thank you to Kim for for inviting me. Kim took a bit to get me on here, but I appreciate it.
Yep.
And it's her birthday show, so
Yeah, it's her birthday,
I had to
yes.
make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's her birthday today. Happy birthday, Kimmy!
Woo!
There we go. So I want to say thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
I know Kim's been busting it to try to get you on for a while.
Yeah.
Because I said, oh, well, we have an Ashley. I'm going to put her on the ladies' show. Because I don't book the show. She does. And I was
Ah,
going,
it's
"When's
all
the ladies'
making
show
sense
coming
now.
up?" 'Cause the ladies' show is always a great show.
Woman behind the curtain. Okay.
That's right. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Rick.
No problem. Thank you very much. So you'll see this episode down the road. I want you to give it up for Ashlee Standish. Come on. There you go. Everybody hang on. We'll talk to you a little bit later. Hang on.